Hello and welcome back to the Golden Newsletter. Welcome back to a breaking news special. My name is Kai Hoffmann. I'm the Chimo Mine Guy on Twitter. And together with Brien Lundin, I'm the host of this channel. Really appreciate you joining us here. As I said, it is a breaking news special. In a few short seconds, I'll be joined by Philippe Cloutier. He's the president and CEO over at Cartier Resources, a company you've had numerous times here on the channel. This is a breaking news special. So if you need a more comprehensive overview of the company, make sure to visit the channel. There are numerous interviews here that you can follow up on and get used to the story, and dive deeper into the story here as well. Today, we're just going to focus on a number of drill results the company's put out over the last 10 days. And we're going to dive deeper into those, ask Philippe what they mean. Are they within expectations? And of course, provide us with a bit of context around those results. Now, without further ado, Philippe, it is great to welcome you back on the channel. It's good to see you. Congratulations on the high-grade results.
Well, thank you very much, Kai. It's a great start for our 25,000 meter program that we launched early in February. So we're really, really happy. We're getting quick turnaround for assays. So that is also cause for celebration.
Absolutely. Yeah, I saw that. You started the drill program February 1st, and I think you put the first set of results out just before PDAC or during PDAC, March 5th. That's like a 4 to 5 week turnaround. So absolutely fantastic. Philippe, I've got a map here prepared. Maybe you set the scene a little bit for the program. What are you trying to achieve here? And then we'll touch on the drill results that you also put out just this morning as well.
Yeah, well, what's up on screen right now is in August last year, on the tail end of our 2023 program, while drilling the depth extension of the West Nord deposit, we crossed the new VG structure, and we had high grade results there. So when the guys completed their year-long compilation of the new acquisition of the O3 ground, and developed 11 individual targets over a 15-kilometer strike length. Well, one of the first things we decided to do was to go back on this VG structure. And one of the big reasons is because, as you can see, it sits in a swampy ground. And we have two types of logistics. One that's based on getting the winter drilling stuff out of the way in the swampy wetlands, and another part of the program, which is what is year-round access. And so we're happy to report that we've had two more series of results on this VG structure. And the takeaway from this morning is that, of the 11 targets that we're going to be drilling this year, obviously we want to be able to go back on several of them and to grow them in volume and eventually do more resource estimates. And this one is already setting up to grow at depth, and it also happens to be near the shaft area in infrastructure.
Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, no, let's talk about the results. I think let's do it chronologically, because last week you put out some results as well. 7.7 grams over 2 meters here at the VG structure. Let's briefly touch on that.
2 meters.
Exactly. Did I say 20? No, 2 meters. 2 meters. And give us a bit of an overview, interpret the results a little bit for us here, Philippe. Philippe?
Okay, well, listen, on each of those targets that we've developed to drill this year, we based our targeting and vectoring on the stuff that we had learned at Chimo, right? So there is a steep northwesterly plunge to the mineralization. And so these 11 distinct discoveries over 15 kilometers, well, we basically designed our program with these filters. And so we're happy to report that are very, so it's not prospecting with the drill. It's actually going back on stuff that was previously discovered, but that the predecessors didn't know how to follow up on, and because they didn't have the data that we had at Chimo. And so, and the VG structure is a high grade structure. It's thinner than the stuff that we're seeing at Chimo, but you're seeing grades of up to 40, 46 grams, as you saw this morning. So the very first results were on I think it was the westerly extension of the VG structure. Then we moved to the east, and the results this morning with the 13 grams over 2 meters and included a 46 grams. What you now have to understand is that the VG structure and zone is drill tested over an 850 meter strike length and down to about 200 to 300 meters. So there's a lot of promise here, and obviously, as we mentioned, we're going to set up a program to follow up on it during the year.
Absolutely, yeah. This is a 25,000-meter drill program that you're planning here, Philippe.
Yeah.
How many holes have you put in total so far? Like, how is the drill program progressing?
Yeah, well, the drill program is progressing at a very smart clip, because they're holes that range between 80 to maybe up to 200-meter lengths. We're down to, I think, our 20th hole. We're going towards East Nordo, towards the east. The full program is about 100 holes, 25,000 meters, and the ultimate depth testing is about 250-meter vertical. So it's a faster clip than what we're used to, if you want to compare that to Chimo. But we believe that we're going to be lighting a whole bunch of fires along this 15-kilometer stretch, and essentially demonstrating what has been sitting on the shelf, the potential that has been sitting on the shelves for the past 60 years, will be, delineating over this full year of drilling.
I mentioned in the intro that I have to ask you about expectations for the program and how those results sort of fit into those expectations. Can you give us like your sense of it? Like, how do these results fit into what you've been expecting from the program?
So far, they're right on track. Like I said, there's 11 of these occurrences along a 15-kilometer strike length. They were not all drilled in the past by the same companies. And most of them were able to find the casings of this historic drilling. Some we were not. Some are located where there's the high magnetics of the presence of an iron formation. So we're double and triple checking all of the data. And like I say, the program is wide-reaching, extensive over the entire property potential. So it's going to be a fun year. And again, if I hope it holds up, and we keep getting the same results as the historic discoveries were shown. And eventually, when we get to, I don't know, East Nordo with 60 grammars over 2 meters, or even bluegrass, 85 grammars over 4 to 5 meters, then everybody will see that we're not only dealing with the potential of one mine, but essentially an emerging mining camp. And I'd be so bold as to target 3 or 4 Chimos, and therefore 12 million ounce over this whole stretch.
No, absolutely. And the results, 13.2 grams, are quite impressive as well. And what I've noticed, it's barely from surface. It's like 42 meters. Mineralization starts from 42 meters as well. So it's within reach. And you mentioned it's within close proximity of the shaft as well.
Absolutely. Keep in mind that, one, we want to confirm the presence of the discovery, and 2, we're setting up the drill holes to not only confirm the discovery, but to confirm that steep west-northwest plunge. And so the entire program is geared at confirmation and delineation and setting up for another round of drilling.
I just noticed scrolling through the press release, you haven't published any cross sections in the press release.
We're going to be doing that once we get the per target, once we have the geology fully interpreted with our new drilling. Gotcha. It would that, because for now we're relying on the historic drill holes and assay results. We're confirming them. We're going to confirm the geology and then produce that type of interpretation.
No. Fantastic. Awesome. Philippe, next set of results. It seems like the labs are working, as you said, at a smart clip and fast pace here. Results are quickly coming back out. Can we expect a press release every other week now, or every week now? Getting greedy, of course. You're spoiled us already here, Philippe.
I really do hope so. Hats off to our team, because we're having an extremely mild winter. The guys were out early January, packing down the snow, and we've prepared a whole bunch of ice roads and pads to our drill. Some of our competitors weren't as lucky. So twofold, the labs appear to be freer right now. They're not as jammed as they used to be in the past. So, and since we're getting these shorter holes and more intersections, we hope to deliver every second week. But I have no control on that. I mean, I can't put the gold in the rock. We're sampling and we're sending to the lab. in real time. So hopefully, yes.
Fantastic. Awesome. Philippe, you've spoiled us 2 releases within a very short time frame. So really appreciate that as an investor,
Yeah.
of course, as well. And
Yeah.
appreciate the time you've taken this morning. And so next set of results, I'm expecting them, I don't know, 7 days on the 19th. Fantastic. I'm being facetious here. I was trying to be
Cross your
funny.
fingers.
But, Philippe, absolutely. Fingers
Cheers.
crossed. Really
Yeah.
appreciate your time, Philippe. And we'll have you back on once there's something worth discussing, of course. Thank you so much. Everybody else, thank you so much for tuning in. This was a short breaking news special. We wanted to get out our discussion about the results that Cartier put out just this morning. Put some color around it. What do they mean? Let's put some context around it so you understand what the company is up to and what they're trying to achieve. Make sure to follow us here on the Gold Newsletter and leave a comment, leave a like. Really appreciate it. It helps us spread the message and let us know if we are asking the right questions. What else should we ask Philippe next time he's coming on? So thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll be back with lots more.